Beautiful, beautiful day in Dumaguete, Philippines. The wind has definitely died down. Past 2 days it was beautiful out, but the waves were crashing like crazy. And Michael Hunter, hello Michael. Michelle is here, hello Michelle. I'm doing good. Thank you guys for being, guys and girls, men, women, ladies, thank you for being here. I'm coming a little earlier. I know the daylight savings, Michelle, and whatnot, so I'm like gonna start doing it a little earlier. It's almost impossible to like hook up everybody, but I try my best. But 83 degrees here, very low humidity, very cool breeze. Yesterday was like, I think maybe in the upper 70s, but it felt like, it reminded me of like a cold blast back in the United States. It was kind of wild yesterday. Very, very windy. Like if I would have tried to do a live here without a microphone, which I don't have one on, you guys would have been like, oh, that's terrible. Much calmer today. JK says hello. Hello, JK. Jason Effect, yo, it was so windy. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, it was. It would have been like, yeah, it would have been microphone or bust yesterday. So although yesterday was beautiful, so peaceful and relaxing with the wind blowing. Actually, I can get rid of this cup. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful day. Derek is here. Hello, Derek. We got that GK something, Indiana, or in the house maybe. But yeah, it's blue, pretty much blue skies. These waves were crashing over the walls, like literally, like you can see all the stones there or whatever from the water. You would literally walk past here, you'd have to be clear over there not to get hit by the water or the wave. It was wild yesterday. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm so thankful and blessed. I just want to start off by saying that. We got Area Foster says, hello from New Zealand. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines. Welcome to my live stream, walking about. Where's Wilson? Wilson is probably floating out there somewhere, Josh. But I got you. The old Castaway movie with Wilson. Possum is here. Hello, greetings, my friend Derek. It's been raining in Hawaii and Indiana. How crazy is that? But yeah, it's super nice. Like the humidity is so low. Like I mean, if I'm sweating, it's very little. I don't even notice it. But yeah, it's super nice. Hopefully, as most of you know, the internet has been not so good lately. I'm praying and hoping for the best. We'll see how it'll turn out. Have a like for getting the reference, my friend. Have a great stream. Josh, I appreciate you even being here. I love sharing my happiness, my energy, my positivity here since coming from the United States and experiencing, exploring, living abroad in the Philippines. I love it here. And when you wake up to something like this every day, consistently now that rain season's hopefully behind us, I'm just simply happy with the little things in life. Michelle, hit the thumbs up. Thank you. And again, Josh, thanks for being here. My name's Michael. Born and raised in the USA, Pennsylvania all my life, with the exception of 2 years. I lived in Florida, which I always say I prefer the warm weather of Florida, which explains why I'm here. Pretty easy. This is the Boulevard, a very popular hangout. As you can see, the Ocean Jet boat is probably making its way. It's very hazy. You can't even see barely. Sikihor. Bryce says, best stream I've seen all day. Stay positive. I'm always positive. It's kind of like something I've learned since I've come to the Philippines. Not that I wasn't a positive person in the United States. I probably just felt like things prevented me from staying positive. Whereas here, and yes, it helps that you're retired and you don't have a job and like you can just enjoy life. But here, no matter what, I'm always happy. And first and foremost, it's always because of the people. I've never met such nice people, the locals, the Filipinos in my life. It's awesome. It's like, it's a breath of fresh air. And, you know, happiness is a choice. You know, it really is a choice. What do you choose to do? Do you choose to stay caught up and focused on the positive, happy things in life, or do you get sucked in and enjoy the negative, the toxic, the doom and gloom, the, you know, that kind of stuff? Me, I'm staying focused on the good things. I'm much happier, and I can't worry about some things you just can't control in life, so don't worry about what you can't control. But yeah, you can see the boat. Like I said, I'm gonna zoom quick, but that's the fast boat, the Ocean Jet. He's making his way over to Sikihor, which you can see through the haziness over there, the clouds. But yeah, you wrong dat. What part of the Philippines? Dumaguete, Philippines. Jag says there's no happiness without the Lord. I mean, personally, for me, yes. But everybody, you know, has their own beliefs, their own faiths, and I kind of leave it at that. You know, everybody knows how I feel, and that's what's important. What's important and what makes you happy. You focus your faith where you feel you want to do it. I don't push people in that direction. I just don't. But I know what I love and I'm happy for, and I have many blessings being here in the Philippines. Many, every day. But yeah, I focus on being happy and positive. CK, New Jersey's here. Hey, sorry to make you get hungry looking at that smash burger that I got yesterday here in Dumaguete. Man, was that good. That was so good. I'm gonna flip the screen. I'm gonna try and walk, but SWAT says hello. Rick Wallace says hi. Michael, Let It Ride says, I'm having 3 feet of snow blizzard, Green Bay, Wisconsin. My goodness, I thought you guys would be past that. I'm from Pennsylvania. My parents, they did say that one day they got near 80 degrees, like within the last week. You know, they got teased by the summer, spring fever kind of stuff. But darn, I guess Green Bay, Wisconsin, snow, I guess that's lake effect snow that you're getting, I assume. Michelle says, hello, welcome to the chat, everyone. Michaela Rain says hello. We got Bellis here, says Ocean Jet rules. Yeah, I like it. It's quick, 30 to 40 minutes. You can be in Sikihor. I guess they said Bohol is like 2 hours. But again, I'm gonna give you guys the heads up. Internet has not been kind, but I'm hoping and praying. It's Monday, blue skies. Something's gotta maybe fall in my favor. So I'm gonna venture out into the city. But if any of you guys notice, Bellis, Dr. Red Tacos here, CKN, if it starts to get wonky, looks a little blurry. I don't know how it looks to you right now. I can only see me and it looks perfectly clear, but that doesn't mean that's what you guys see. So let me know how it looks right now. Is it really sharp and clear? I think the one day, a couple days ago, when I even started here at the water, when I watched the replay, it was slightly fuzzy, a little blurry. So we'll see what happens. My apologies ahead of time. I just go with the flow. Whatever's thrown at me, it is what it is. But I appreciate all you guys being here, especially Let It Ride. I don't envy you in the snow. That's why I'm here. But 83 degrees, very low humidity right now. Even when it is humid, it doesn't bother me. I'm just like one of those guys, I'd rather sweat than freeze. I get happier in the sunshine, the warm weather. But I'm gonna cross the street and we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna let the chat run to the end. If I do miss comments or something, I'm not trying to miss them on purpose. I just let them ride, kind of focus on the street, make sure nobody would really run me over, but I want to pay attention. So it's like I'm doing double duty. Jason says it's a good video signal for now. All right, just keep me up to date. Like I said, the other day I got maybe this far where I never have issues, like from the water. I never have issues. And then I got this far and it was issues. I mean, I understand the trees can do a little bit, and people even say cloudy skies, but I don't know how clouds interfere with a tower. Clouds, I would think, would interfere with like something like Starlink. But Bees popping, hello, my brother. Thank you, Bees popping. Bella says they would run me over. Now, why would they do that, Bellis? You're a nice guy. Very respectful from what I've noticed. Maybe, I don't know. Have you ever been to Dumaguete, Bellis? I always try to tell people, depends on where you're at. Here, they're just very pedestrian friendly. That's just the way it is here in Dumaguete. When I was in Bacolod, I don't think they did it on intentionally. That's just how it is. The traffic's a little, it almost reminds me of the U.S. in Bacolod. Very, they have street lights, signals, but everybody's in a rush. They don't care if you're trying to cross the road. Now, randomly, you'll have one person that lets you cross. But Bella says Cebu traffic crazy. But here it may look crazy, but they're the friendliest, nicest people here. I always have to see what time it is. So when I do say hello to people, it's still mayung buntag, still morning until noon. And then noon to 1 is mudto, and then after 1 it's hapon. So I have to remember, it bounces around. CKN says, yeah, doctor, that was nuts. 81 day and snow in the next in Maryland. So yeah, that's what my parents told me. They got like 80 degrees the one day. And that's, I mean, April's not that far off. But I can remember when I was a kid in Pennsylvania. I don't know why I remember this. I mentioned this before. It was like, I don't know, I might have been 10 years old maybe. And my father dropped me off to get a haircut. And it was like in April. Actually, it was the day of my birthday. And it was after school, and he dropped me off to get a haircut. And as I was getting my haircut, it started to snow. I mean, a lot. So even in April in Pennsylvania, we were getting snow. I don't miss that. Wolfgang is here, says good morning. Good morning, Wolfgang. Hey, Mr. J. Even though Xbox Master, I want to keep calling you Jay. Hey, Mike, glad to see you walking. It's beautiful. Yeah, Jay, how's the sunburn? I guess I got to ask you, how's the sunburn? If anybody remembers Jay the other day, joined me for my live stream. I met him face to face here in Dumaguete, and he unfortunately got a little sunburn, which is probably normal. I don't know how much he exposes himself to the sun on a regular basis, so he probably still has to build himself up a base tan. XPJ says it's almost gone. And hey, right about now, I'm just gonna ask you guys right now before I walk any further, how is the connection right now? I didn't even make it this far the other day until I started having issues. So anybody, throw me an update. I greatly appreciate it. MLN, hey, hello, hope you're well, says MLNRT. You know what, MLNRT? I need to make you blue. You're here a lot, like a lot. I need to come up with something shorter for you. MLNRT, maybe just ML. Connecting is excellent. Well, that's good to hear. Marissa Ayla says, okay. Hello, Marissa. Dr. Red says adjusted. Still good. All right. Like I said, sometimes my eyes are not always on the screen here, and you guys might be saying the old, oh boy, we lost him kind of thing. So I'm going to try and avoid going underneath things, but the fact that I've even gotten this far is a bonus. That's a bonus for me, so I'm happy right now. Uh-oh. Now Miss Dimple shows the spinning emoji. Am I in trouble? I'm not even going to move. Miss Dimple, you have a good morning, and then you have a spinning emoji. That means the signal is already interfering. Xbox found the gym. Just give me an update real quick. Is it still good? CKN saying hi. I saw Miss Dimple's comment, good morning, the hand, and then the spin emoji. All right. I was worried. Miss Dimple had me panicking. Yes, thank you, Michelle. We're good right now. Uh, yeah, I used to enjoy the times when I could just walk around freely and I didn't really have any internet connections. But maybe it's the cables. I don't know. I try to think of every excuse, but I just think smart. I spoke to other Philippine people here. I said, hey, do you have smart or globe? Some had smart, some had globe. I said, have you guys been having problems lately with the internet, with smart or globe? And every one of them said they have been having problems. So I guess that is a good thing, that I maybe can understand where the problems were coming from. Uh, they were just having issues. And I've also heard if so many people are connected to the 5G, I guess they can have overload problems too as well. So I don't know what's happened recently, but this is good. Rick Wallace says good. Wolfgang says don't worry, just walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm happy right now. This is good. I appreciate you guys. Now the quality is lower. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, I understand if it goes down a little bit, but I'm just not used to that. But as Wolfgang said, just keep walking. And once I see you guys drop like flies, then I'll know. Akaran, no, this is not Thailand. It's Dumaguete, Philippines. Mayong Muto, or well, Buntag. I thought it was Muto now. I'm jumping the gun. Instead of having smart or globe, have smart and globe. That's what the pros do. I know, David. Somehow, David, Mr. Dave, I knew you were going to chime in at some point. I'm going to go around this way just because. I don't want to push it. I'm going to take baby steps. But Mr. Dave, I always appreciate it. I just wouldn't classify myself as a pro just yet. Maybe never. That's just too, I don't know. I'm too humble for that. I don't know. I just want to do the best I can with what I have for now. And sometimes it does get a little wonky. Derek says I'm good here, which is good because, see, now I'm just kind of retracing my old footsteps of where I knew I actually didn't get very far last week, or even, what was it, Saturday. I guess I did do one as well. Thank you, Derek. Says you're good here. Rick Wallace says it's fine. Good. So far, so good. Happy Monday here in Dumaguete, Philippines, where the weather is really, if this was what it was like every day, I think a lot of people would like it that aren't the biggest fans of humidity and heat. I mean, although it's still only 11:44 a.m., some people that aren't the biggest fans of the humidity, it actually feels like kind of like early June weather here, like typical June weather in the USA. It reminds me of. I mean, I was able to have my windows open. I probably could have left them open all night last night, which is unusual. But yeah, felt so good. It just reminded me, those cooler, chillier nights in the U.S., Pennsylvania weather, I guess I should say. Thank you, Rick Wallace. Good vibes. Don says good vibes. Of course. That's all I do, man. Like I mentioned earlier, happiness is a choice. I think there's more positive things than there are negatives, but for whatever reason, and I'm guilty of it too, there's been times in my life that I got sucked into the negative. Nothing in life is perfect. Even with me being here, I'm as happy as I could be. I enjoy everything, feels perfect to me, but does that necessarily mean it's completely absent of anything? No, but I'm all good. Like, I don't feel like I have, I'm gonna weasel around here like I have any issues. But I'll tell you what, I've never been happier in my life, being here. Dr. Red said I might be able to, definitely get the coconut water will happen later. I'm not ready for that now. If I drink that coconut water now, I'd probably have to pee. I'm not sweating enough. And actually, I'm not thirsty right now anyway. But yeah, this is good. Hey, Peni Heart at Home. I remember you. I remember you from, I would say, Bellis's channel. Peni Heart at Home. I think that's the one I've seen you on. I appreciate you being here, Peni Heart at Home. And if you're new to the channel, you don't know me. My name's Michael from the United States, living abroad here in Dumaguete, Philippines. And I'm a walker, very disciplined when it comes to exercise, walking daily. But I decided to incorporate my walking in my live streams when my smart SIM card wants to agree with me, which so far so good. Peni said, I saw you in some live stream. Yeah, probably either Gino. Oh yeah, Gino. Yeah, Dazzle TV. Gino's awesome. I love his channel. Granted, I have a lot of friends that are vloggers, but Gino's is like, I'm very relatable to him with Dazzle TV. He's just positive all the time. He's usually, like they say, most people kind of like to surround themselves with other people that are very similar. So this is good. It's working. I saw you. Debbie says, I meet adios. I remember you, Debbie Lucero. I remember that name. I'm gonna cross here now. I'm just glad it's still working. This is crazy. Kissing the Dreams here says, hello, Michael. Henry Broussard here. This is so nice. I might actually get the whole way around through the public market, but I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch. Yeah, Peni Heart, Gino is positive. He chooses to be happy. He's not letting anybody rain on his parade. And that's the same way I am. I'm the same way. And obviously, especially me being here. See, this is great. Back to Monday, everything's active, beautiful sunny day. People are out, people are doing their thing. Let's see what happens when Mayong buntag. Let's see what happens when I'm walking. Maybe the internet will be nice to me. Jimmy John's here, says, hi, Michael, can't sleep, so he's gonna walk with me. Maybe I'll tire you out. I'd rather tire you out than walking. If I tie it on the live stream, maybe you're bored, but it is late and you're sleeping, or you should be sleeping, but I appreciate you being here. Kissing a Dream said, Michael, you can open a scooter repair shop. Mayong buntag. Yeah, I wouldn't be the guy you'd want to depend on for fixing motorbikes or anything. I can change oil and do that kind of stuff, but I'm not Mr. Joe Mechanic. I guess I could be if I put the time into it, but I figure I always was like the guy that let somebody else do it. That way, if something gets screwed up, I can't blame myself. I can blame the mechanic. How big is this city? Small. Yeah, it is small town vibes. Although they call it a city, it's definitely town vibes. I think, didn't someone just say the population here was, I could be completely wrong, overload, let me think. I think they said like 150,000 or more people here. William Ware, my goodness, I haven't seen you in a while. Sup, Michael? Sorry, bro, I haven't been on, dealing with health issues and doctor's appointments. Well, William, I hope it's a good sign that you're here visiting. I'm sorry to hear that you've been dealing with that. I just appreciate you being here. That must mean maybe you're getting better. Mayong buntag. SWAT says hello. Don C says Southern Thailand felt like this. Love it. Yeah, I love it, Don. I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm happy. But the people, the vibe of the people in the Visaya language here, they call it the city of gentle people. I actually twisted a little bit and call it the city of gentle souls. They're amazing people. Dumaguete, Philippines, Miss Kiris. Uh-oh, Rick said breaking up a bit. So that means I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna go down this way. I'm gonna avoid staying under a roof. I miss the market. Yeah, this is fun too. This is where, like, I feel like the public market is like the heart and soul of Dumaguete. You know, this is where people work. This is their kind of like their livelihood, but they're so happy, friendly, welcoming. Like I said, I gush and gush and gush about the people at Dumaguete specifically. I've lived here longer than anywhere. That's probably why I continue to stay. I lived in McCold for 4 months, but honestly, I couldn't wait to come back here to Dumaguete, and that's why I came back. I just feel more comfortable. Don says, Fin Snow and Critter Hunter are there. What is Fin Snow Critter Hunter? Matt Tilley, this is Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm in the public market. William Ware says, I just had a colonoscopy this past Thursday, and now I have a CT scan on Monday. Well, I hope everything works out for you. Again, I appreciate you even being here. I understand people have things that go on in their life, and I never expect anybody to... You have more important things to do, basically, but I appreciate you being here. Don says they are scuba guys, I think, in that area. Are they YouTubers, Don? Is that what you mean? They're like either YouTubers or... I know a lot of people stream on Facebook also instead of YouTube. Because a lot of people, when they meet me, they ask me what my channel is. And then they think, well, they don't think. They just kind of assume I'm doing a Facebook live stream. I'm like, no, I'm on YouTube. Well, William, hopefully this can, make you smile, bring some positivity to your face. Amber Brown says, what time is it? It is 11:52 a.m. Monday, almost noontime here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Almost noontime. Don says, yes, they're YouTubers. All right, I'm not familiar with them. Believe it or not, before I came to the Philippines, yes, I watched a lot of YouTube, educating myself on the Philippines. That's where you subscribe to a bunch of channels. But then once I got here and started doing my own thing, it really becomes difficult because, first of all, I'm out and about. I love being out in this beautiful weather, and just embracing the culture here. So I don't spend much time on social media like YouTube or anything. Just a couple people, it's just hard for anybody, do that. But once you get here, you're living that YouTube, that world that you were watching it living in through YouTube becomes a reality. And it's really awesome. Like I said, I love being here. Edward says, on Capitol. Tim says, 8:53 in California. Appreciate you being here, Tim, from California. Sunny day. Yes, it's very sunny here. Barack Trump, that's a funny name. David Golden Eagle is here. He says, I take 2 walks a day, love being among the people. Exactly. And like I said, you don't even have to be a big walker. But when you're here and you just put yourself out amongst the community here, I don't know, I think it's self-motive. You just get motivated to want to walk. I mean, I don't walk, and I've never, even before I came to the Philippines and all the walking I did at home to build myself up to be able to do 10 miles a day, I never walked because I had to. I walked because I wanted to. I enjoy it. And now, coming to the Philippines, it just took it to a whole other level. I mean, every day you meet people, you say hello, you see people that maybe saw me live streaming, hey, vlogger, sir, and then they introduce themselves. And, I get to know so many people, it's very difficult to remember all their names. But it's a blessing, and I'm humbled. Certainly is nice. Maybe I can go by the gas station. I'm close to the gas station before someone might want to know what the gas prices are. Although, whatever it is, I don't focus on the negative. What goes up must come down. What goes down must go up, kind of. But I'm close to the gas station. Wait, did I see someone said Gino? Where are you at, Gino? There it is. Hello, my brother from another. Well, so far so good with the smart data. I've only had one person say once it looked a little fuzzy. David says, it's awesome, plus I am tall, I stick out here, but the kids know I'm a kind person. And that's kind of the benefit, like when you say you stick out as a foreigner, yes, you stick out. But once they smile, or if they say hi, sometimes smiling, nodding, they give the eyebrow look. All right, here we are in the gas. And I don't want to go under that, but it's saying, that's what it's saying right now, 84 and 70. I think that's basically what it was a few days ago. But this is awesome. I can't believe I can actually walk around here and I'm not losing the signal. But I don't want to get too excited because then I'll jinx myself. Maybe do you ever get food poisoning, says Dawn. No, I've never had food poisoning that I know of. But I did eat some street food once. And street food, from what, it makes sense. If you've never really had street food, like serious street food, the first time your body needs to like adapt and get used to it. I love this farmer's market here because their fruit and vegetables are like pristine and perfect. Like they have everything here. Mayung buntag. But everything here is super nice. Like look how, like it's perfect. Like it's not rotten, it's fresh, it's like, they have everything here. This is one of my favorite places, other than the public market. But they have everything here. Look at everything. I mean, fresh. Everything's fresh and good. Like, I don't know, I love this place. This is one of the places I always come to. Or Che does, if I don't. Tim says, are you living there permanently? I guess it's kind of like permanent. It's like a home away from home. I mean, if I break down for you, Tim, when I got here July of 2024. I was only supposed to stay for 2 months. I liked it so much, and I was able to extend my stay. So I extended 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. So I went from July of 2024 up until March 17th of 2025 when I had to go home. But at that point I realized, hey, I can retire at 55 because I was 54. I didn't turn 55 until 2025. So I was 54. And then when I did the research, did the numbers, I'm like, hey, I have a pension. Hey, I can take it now. I mean, it's not as much as it would be, obviously, the longer you wait. But I was like, I can do this now while I'm healthy, come to the Philippines, have my pension, have my savings, and I can make it work. And I can take advantage of my good health. I'm not in favor of that place right here in the corner is Melting Pot. I'm not in favor of planning an unknown future anymore. And again, I could wake up tomorrow with some issues. I'm gonna try and zoom, but right there, that's a good place to eat. There's 2 of them here in Dumaguete, but that's Melting Pot. They have sushi and that kind of stuff. But back to the food poisoning question. I ate street food, and then for the first time, like, I'm not talking like pork or chicken on a stick barbecue. I'm talking like I had, what was it? Tempura, like lumpia, something called dynamite or something like that. I don't, something like that. But anyway, within an hour to 2 hours from eating that street food, it was delicious. I mean, it tasted super good. And then between an hour and 2 hours, I got this ever so friendly stomach ache that you know what's wrong when you have that type of stomach ache. And I was like, oh boy. Well, the good thing was I was home. And yeah, I ended up made a few trips to the CR that night. Made a few more trips the next day up until, I don't know, noon or 1 o'clock. So yeah, I had the the unfortunate situation of experiencing street food. But everybody I've talked to said that's the first time that I had street food, so that's to be expected. My gut wasn't used to it, but I haven't had any really since then. Now I'm a little hesitant to go through that again. Barack says, everybody speak English like official language. There's various dialogues, Philippine languages here, but yeah, for the most part, they all speak English fairly well, and that's what's very popular about the Philippines is you can come here and people speak English, so you don't have that language communication barrier where some people mention going to Thailand. They love it, but not a lot of people speak English, from what I'm told. I've never been to Thailand, but that's what people say. So that's one of the benefits of here in the Philippines. They like the idea of the language. But yeah, here in Dumaguete, they speak Bisaya. Up in Bacolod, they speak Ilonggo, I think. There's many, many Philippine languages. I mean, obviously, I don't know what all of them are. I'm definitely not going to be able to learn all of them. I know very little with Bisaya, and right now, this is where I live, so I try to learn the basics just so I can communicate, say hello, good morning. Kay Share says, good afternoon, greetings from southern Luzon. Hey, that's awesome, from Luzon. I just made a friend. I meet a lot of people here, locals from Luzon. That's awesome. Welcome from Luzon, KC Share. Good afternoon. Sorry about the wind. See, it's even breezy this far away from the water. Where the hell are you? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. Derek, I know she understands a lot more of the other Philippine language than she speaks. And that's kind of what I've noticed. One time when we were in Bacolod, she would be speaking in Bisaya, and the person there in Bacolod understood her Bisaya, but then the other person responded to her in Ilonggo, I think, or Tagalog, whatever it was. But so they were having a conversation, both speaking their languages, but understanding each other, which was kind of cool. Yeah, the weather is amazing, blue skies. I'm gonna go back down towards the water again. I'm just happy that the internet's working. I had issues last week. We won't talk about that because I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, I'm gonna go down towards the water again, I think, once I get across. You can see how busy it is. Not much honking either. Yeah, it's not bad. I think the majority of the honking is they just alert each other. They don't honk at like people in the US, I can say. They're honking at each other just because they're irritated or having road rage. Here, they just honk at each other, alert, to say, hey, be aware, I'm behind you, or this or that, which is actually, it's a good thing. They're just drawing attention to themselves. But I'm gonna go back down towards the water just because I want you guys to see. Vietnam is bad for honking. And I mean, I don't know why, like I said, maybe they're alerting people too. I've never really have seen anybody or saw anybody like honk. Even if somebody like cut somebody off, you might determine it being cut off. I've never seen anybody really they don't get angry. They don't really have road rage. I've seen it once. I saw an older Filipino and a younger Filipino, both on separate motorbikes. They kind of got close, and the older Filipino let the younger Filipino know that he was not happy. Yeah, he was very, he let him have it, I guess. And I was like surprised when I first saw that, because I never experienced seeing anybody get upset. It's like it's kind of to be expected, because there's no traffic lights here. So, you know, when you don't have traffic lights, you kind of have to get your instincts, your sixth sense. People are kind of like predetermined and prejudging what the other person's thinking, but it works. I mean, I wonder if they would get street lights here. I've seen one street light here. It's way on the other side of town. I just think if they would get street lights here, it would probably make things worse, if that makes sense. I mean, this is what they know. And it works. It's really not that bad. And if you can eliminate the fact that sometimes there's this traffic and might take you a while to get somewhere, it's like, to me, it's like no big deal. You get there when you get there. Don't add stress to your life like we did for me back in the US. When I was late for something, you know, I was like, oh no, I'm never gonna get there. You just add stress and panic. But yeah, see, I just love coconut trees, banana trees. It's just, they just grow everywhere. I mean, I just think that's neat. Something so simple. Coconut trees and banana trees is popping up randomly. But I'm going towards the water. KC says there's a process requirements to stay for good here in the Philippines. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with just I'm good with just doing the tourist visa extensions every 2 months. That's fine with me. Um, it's not that inconvenient. You just go to immigration about 7 days before your 2 month extension expires. Get there early. Just get in the office early, fill out one sheet of paperwork, which it is kind of redundant, but again, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of anything. If I have to fill out the same form once every 2 months, whatever, no big deal. That might bother some people because coming from the US, we're all used to convenience. We're all used to maybe further advanced technology and stuff like that. Who cares? It's really eliminate the stress. Again, simple as traffic. Really, I don't know, unless you're planning on a trip and you got to catch a flight, I guess that would be one way of stressing yourself out. But set yourself up early. Get up early enough. Give yourself ridiculous amounts of time to prevent the worst case scenario, preventing you to be late for something. Just eliminate the stress. But again, don't worry about what you can't control. You'll drive yourself nuts. I know I don't worry about anything. Hey, Fortune's here. I'm just glad the internet's working. We'll see as I go over here. And again, it might be a little breezy, but I like showing, yes, it is noon here in the Philippines. Thank you, KC. Thank you, Gino, again, my brother from another. Fortune, Master Fortune, thank you for being here. Don says espresso and coconut water in the afternoon sounds nice. Yeah, those are like my two, that's as far as it goes with me. I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke. I don't put anything in my body if I can control it. Obviously, going out to eat sometimes, you don't necessarily know all the ingredients, but I do the best I can. Jeff Johnson, hello, Jeff Johnson. Mitchell says, hold on, I don't know if you're live right now and you can read my text. I'm in the US, love to live there. Is it worth living as cheap, all expensive? Like Mitchell, it is live and I can hear you. And my apologies, sometimes I miss people's comments because I'm walking, talking, looking ahead. But it's significantly cheaper here when it comes to rent. Rentals of apartments, rentals of houses. That's one of the big benefits of living here. Plus, restaurant food, a little cheaper, give or take. I like to eat at home. I always did, even in the States. I'm about cooking at home, saving a little money. Like Gino says, like sometimes a little frugal lifestyle. You just don't overextend yourself. But yeah, if you watch, see, this is much calmer. Yesterday, this was splashing up over the wall. Like, and people walk here, it was funny because people would get soaking wet. But look at, I mean, it's beautiful today. Much calmer. And again, my apologies for the wind, but who was asking that question again? Mitchell. If you want, just go to my YouTube, the channel, like later or whatever. Go to my videos. I did a quick apartment tour. It just it's nothing professional. I wanted it quick, simple, just to give people a ballpark idea of what I pay for an apartment here. Yes, you can find cheaper. Yes, you can find just as nice or nicer. I went with something convenient that I was familiar with. I also have a swimming pool, I have a gym, I have security. It is small, it's a small studio apartment, but I don't care because I'm not hanging out in my apartment. I'm here to be outside like I am now. If I'm not doing a live stream, I'm still doing my walking exercise. So yeah, check out that video, Mitchell. Wait, I saw Steve Bryan here, I don't want to miss you. Sorry, Steve, where is it? Steve Bryan says, hi, Michael, beautiful day there. Well, I wouldn't know how to deal without stress. That's all I know. We're going to have snow Monday in Ohio, crazy weather, up, down, you know. Yeah, you guys get teased with the warm stuff and then you get snow. That's the stuff I don't miss. I liked it when it did get 80 degrees like it did the other day, my parents said in Pennsylvania. But that 80 degrees comes and goes. Fortune, don't worry about missing. I didn't have a live yesterday, Fortune. It was Sunday. I made a short video of me going and getting this amazing smash burger. You'd be surprised some of the quality of the food that you can find here that's American, Western, like the smash burger, the short video. It was good. It was really good. 345 pesos for the double smash burger, sauteed onions, cheese, some kind of sauce, fries, and iced tea. 345 pesos. I think the burger by itself was like 2 something pesos, so $5-6. It was much better than I thought, exceeded my expectations. I actually saw it on Facebook. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here. I don't eat that kind of food all the time, but with all my walking 10 miles a day, probably doesn't hurt me too much, but yeah, it was really good. Don says, man, you're making this place look amazing. Don, the best thing I can tell you, just like my friend Xbox Master Jay, who's here, who came here about 3 weeks ago from the US, sold his stuff. I think he said he's 40. He came here at 40. He somehow, but it's none of my business. His financial situations, he's able to make it work, and he's here. And yeah, I just share my happiness, try to show you the people. Like I said, I'm gonna go back into the city because I know it's windy here. But, oops, I didn't wanna do that. Yeah, CKM, that burger was the bomb. Man, yeah, so Don, that's good. Seafood, oh yeah, they got seafood here. Of course. Like I said, I'm just doing random kind of things. Like I thought a burger place would be neat because a lot of people just assume the only kind of food you can get here is Philippine food, which I do like Philippine food. Edwin says, Buku juice alert, Michael, drink some and beat the heat stroke. Actually, I feel really good. You bought the apartment for how much? Well, I rent the apartment there, Hoops Groove. I rent it for, well, it's 24,000 pesos a month, which is considered kind of maybe expensive here in Philippine pesos. That's like 400 USD a month. An apartment identical to the one I have now, and like everything I get, the swimming pool and the gym and everything, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 times as much in the US. I'm not really sure. Maybe Fortune would have a better idea of what something comparable would cost in the States. I never really researched it. I know it would be a heck of a lot more. And it's like I tell people also, with me retiring, having a pension is a blessing, and I'm thankful for having that. It allows me to be here. I understand people work jobs where pensions aren't a part of their thing. It's 401k or bust now, which is better than nothing. But if I was still living in the United States right now, based off of my lifestyle, I couldn't live off of what I'm living off of here. Not lifestyle comparison. I'd still have to work. So, and again, before I came to the Philippines, I wasn't aware of how much less expensive it was here. I wasn't aware. I didn't know that the cost of living was so much less. I learned that after the fact. And then that's when I started thinking, man, I don't have to wait. Like I came here thinking of a future place to retire at, live somewhere where the weather's warm and hot all year round. And then when I saw the prices of things and rentals of apartments, even hotels are significantly cheaper here than what you pay in the States for nice hotels. And then I was like, man, maybe I could do this if I had the opportunity to retire at 55, which, you know, that's considered early, I guess. And then once I did the math, I was like, I can come here now and not wait and plan on an unknown future. And that's why I'm here, and I'm blessed and happy as all can be. Even if I'm just going for a walk, sharing my energy and inspirations with you guys right now. But enough of my face, because I know you guys get bored of seeing that all the time. But I'm just happy the internet's working. Dawn says, big pasta culture in Asia too. Yeah, there's pasta. There's pizza here. Yeah, Dawn, you're right. Actually, one of the favorite pizza places, and I'm sure there's other ones that I haven't even stumbled across yet. There's Pizza Plate. My favorite place to go is Astoria, Esturya. I always shout a story out all the time because it's one of my favorites. I know the owner, super nice, food's really good. But yeah, like you'd be surprised. And like I said, I stumbled upon this smash burger place yesterday. Much better than I thought it would be. I had no idea that it would be. It looked good from the pictures, but I wasn't, until you taste something, you really don't know the quality of the beef. And I was pleasantly surprised. And it definitely exceeded my expectations. So anybody's here in the Philippines, Dumaguete, and you want to try a good smash burger, check out that short. The place is good. This GTA 6, baby. Yeah, it's GTA. It's GTA, but I'm using my shoes. No bike, no car, no tricycle. Awesome. Yeah, I did see you said you made that burger my new computer home screen. That's awesome. And Miss Dimples, I love the fact that I have a connection of friendship with you because when, I'm not going to say if, when I finally get to visit Palawan, I at least know that I have a connection there and I won't be going to they're blind. I'd have somebody, but yeah, Palawan and Mr. Dave, if you're listening, I know you want me to go to Camiguin or Camiguin Island first, but it's going to be Palawan. Rick Wallace says 300 to 500 a night, INS. Let me go back. Yo, this Vice City, Dumaguete City, though, we are live. Mitchell says, what time is it there and what days are you on live stream? Right now, it's 12:18 in the afternoon. Mayong Muto. Amping. It's 12:18 in the afternoon on Monday. Normally, I do live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Obviously, depending on where you live, you'd have to plan accordingly. But just to give you a comparison, my family lives in the East Coast in the U.S. So right now, I'm currently 12 hours ahead of them. When daylight savings was in effect, it was 13 hours ahead. So yes, I'm in the future, 12 hours in the future here. So yeah, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when I do my live streams. Sometimes I do an occasional Saturday, just because I know people, that would mean Saturday afternoon for me would be Friday night for people on the East Coast. Allows them, maybe they don't have to get up for work Saturday. So sometimes I do throw it in there. But sometimes I just need a break from the from mental overload. Edwin, I appreciate that. I will definitely get and I got to look at you. I always thank you personally, face to face. Thank you for the generous super chat. I appreciate it. And I will be getting the coconut water. I will. I'm not sweating yet. We're still good. We still got plenty of time, but I appreciate that. You guys are the best. Just being here, supporting me. But so yeah, back to the question. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays used to be like noon time, but now I'm kind of kicking it to 11 because when I did it at noon with daylight savings, it was 11 on the East Coast. So now I'm noon here. Well, 12:20 means it's 12:20 a.m. in the U.S. So I think I'm kicking it back to like 11 or so. So that would be 11 Eastern time or 8 p.m. West Coast time, California. Gino, you will easily find a wife in the Philippines. Yes, especially Dumaguete. You're right. I'm waiting for Gino now. You have me excited saying you're going to come here and get that burger. Maybe I'm going to go straight. Or I could go down. Let me see. Maybe I'll bounce around. Mitchell says, thanks for the communication. I really appreciate you a lot. I'll be watching you as much as I can. I'll keep in touch. And hey, you're always welcome. That's the only reason, quite honestly, why I started my channel. I want to inspire and motivate other people to just live life if they've never been abroad, if they've never been in Asia. And it doesn't even have to be Philippines. You could go Asia. There's a lot of places to go. I just want to inspire and motivate people to live life. See what else is there. don't have regrets later in life when you can't do things. You can, I mean, you know, do things while you can. Don't wait till it's too late. Then you might be physically limited or have health issues that prevent you from truly experiencing everything here in the Philippines. That's why I say don't wait if you don't have to, or at least just visit here. I mean, the worst thing that can happen to you is you come here and you don't like it. And that's possible. Not everybody's gonna feel the same way I do. Not everybody's gonna feel the same way Gino does or anybody else that's here. Everybody's different, and that's okay. Don says, I love these low-rise 20th century buildings. Feels different. You know what it reminds me of when I'm here in Dumaguete or in the Philippines, especially here? Makes me feel like I went back in a time machine, and it's like the 80s. It's like the 80s here. That's what it reminds me of. Even when you go to the malls are very, it's like nostalgic. It has this, I don't know, this vibe of the 80s. You feel like you went back in a time machine because malls are more important. It's like it was in the 80s. That was like a social gathering place. Now everybody, for the most part in the US, they shop online. You know, not that they don't go to the malls, but it's different here. And not that they don't shop online here, but the malls, for me here, have that 80s vibe. Yeah, like I stepped into a time machine. And it's nice because people always ask me, when was your favorite time in your life? I always say the 80s. Always the 80s. Dave says, I rode my bicycle around Dumaguete for 3 months. I found it to be crowded. And Mr. Dave, I don't know. I never had any issues. I never had any issues with anybody, with traffic, with walking, with pedestrian friendly. I don't know where you were. Maybe you need to walk with me and maybe that would change, Mr. Dave, but I've always had nothing but good experiences here, especially in Dumaguete. Naz T says, I see 70s or 60s, Annie Griffith. That's great. Mitchell says, I wish you the same thing. I wish I can go back to 1980. No, Mitchell, I don't know what your situation is, and it's really none of my business, but if you ever have an opportunity to come to the Philippines, you should do it. You should definitely do it. I'm gonna say hi to my friends here. They work at Sunshine Cellcom. I know I get to always surprise them.
My friend.
That's my friend, Mayung Mudto. Mayung Mudto. Where's Augie? Are they? Hello, Mayung Mudto. They must be busy, all working. Mayung Mudto. Yeah, they're all busy in here, but this is where my friends work. Augie's busy too. Mayung Mudto. Hey, Mayung Mudto. I'll catch up with you guys later. They're busy in there. I'll see you. They're busy in there, which is good. You want to see people busy on a Monday, but yeah, like, again, you have everything and anything you could possibly need here. KC says, as a Filipino, we're hospitable people. The people here are amazing. I can't say that enough. The people here, specifically because I have most of my living experience here in Dumaguete, amazing people. There is a pizza place that I do want to try when I have my cheat day, that is. And that's at this building across the street. I saw them bringing out, well, this box was huge. Maybe they had multiple pizzas in it, but it's this place right here called Green Oz Pizzeria. I'm just curious, and I'm thinking sometime I'm gonna try it. When I have my cheat day, that is. They are very hospitable, very loving, very welcoming here at KC. That's why I love it here. It's not all about the weather. It's not all about the ocean. It's not all about the islands, and it's the people that make the difference here. That's why I love it. I've made so many friends, so many people. Now, I don't remember every one of their names, and that's probably a good thing. I've met so many people. But here's my friend working in the bank. I got to say hi to my friend. He's busy. Look at him. He's always Mayung Mudto. There he is. I saw him yesterday. He works at my apartment building on Sundays also. How you two doing? Very good. It is beautiful today. Perfect. Perfect. You guys have a good day. Amping. I'll see you soon, man. Thank you, guys. That's what I love about here. That's what I love, just the people. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. I don't mind knowing a bunch of security guards. I see them everywhere. When they're not working, I see them out. They could be out on their motorbike, you know, off duty, traveling. They'll see me walking, not doing a live stream, just walking. They'll pull over their motorbike, and sometimes I don't recognize them because they're not in their uniform. They're out of their uniform, and it takes me a couple seconds to register who they are. It's funny though, because like I said, so I got people pulling over on motorbikes when they're off duty to talk to me. I mean, it's humbling. I never, ever, ever experienced anything like that in the United States. It's this from a social aspect, community, family vibe here. I've never, ever been so blessed and thankful to just simply meet people. This is what makes me happy. I wake up thinking, who am I gonna meet today? Who am I gonna say hello to? So many people. And that's, to me, the best part. I enjoy making friends. I enjoy communicating, learning different things from a different culture aspect. It's truly, I don't know, it's the most humbling thing I've ever experienced. And I would walk down through Silliman College, but I always have issues with the internet. Good, you should stay there. Yeah, Griffin, I'm not going anywhere. I may go home to the States just to visit my family for maybe end of May, June. It'll definitely be summertime if I go there this year. Visit them for like a month, and then I'll be back here. Maybe I'll cheat around this week because I know I'm gonna get reminded about the buku juice. Hey, mayong muto. Mayong muto, amping. See what I'm saying? Everybody's so nice. I just can't get over it. That's what it's all about. People, culture, welcoming, loving. I don't know. Edwin says, go Kansas City Royals. Nate says, I'm subscribing to you. That's a very long name. Nate by something work to. I appreciate you subscribing. I'm just gonna call you a Nate because that's way too long. But I appreciate you. Let me go back. William says you would probably fly into Manila, then fly to Dumaguete. Hey, good afternoon. Mind if I jump in? What are we talking about? Oh, Nate, you're more than welcome. We're talking about being happy in life in the Philippines, especially Dumaguete, Philippines. And I always forget, if anybody's here that's new to the channel, you're not a subscriber, you're more than welcome to subscribe. You can like it. I'm just Michael, living abroad here in Dumaguete, Philippines from the United States. Born and raised in Pennsylvania. Majority of my life, with the exception of 2 years, I lived in Florida. 55 years of age, young, old, whatever you want to call it. But I'm 55, I feel good. I do the best I can to take care of myself, exercise, diet, and I want to enjoy this. I don't want this to stop. I don't want this to end. I just want to enjoy being happy. And I'm certainly going to probably extend my life living in a stress-free environment with abundance of sunshine. You can't go wrong. So, yes, Dumaguete is really nice. Derek says, everyone double tap the screen. Naz T says, Beachcomber, you are a foodie. Thank you, everybody that subbed and liked. I appreciate it. Like I said, without you guys, you don't need to thank me. I thank you because I enjoy sharing I need to get it out somehow. I need to be able to inspire and motivate and have someone to share my happiness with. I can't bottle it all up. This happiness thing is very contagious. And I'm thankful, really, really, truly thankful and blessed. I'm going towards the buku. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the coconut water this time. I know I don't have change, so I'm gonna have to get my wallet. I don't think the place I get coconut water, except, well, I couldn't do Gcash anyway. That would be on my phone. Dixon Fernandez says, hello, bro, from New York. Welcome. Welcome. Mayung Muto. Rick Wallace reminding everybody of when my birthday is. He's never going to forget my birthday. Actually, yeah, I guess I look forward to it, but quite honestly, it's just another day. I just want to be blessed with good health, do my part as best as I can, and hopefully I continue to be blessed with good health as I have been. But yeah, I'm going to go towards the Buku now. Just go to Tagaytay and retire. Tagaytay, I've never been there. I have a friend that lives there. Very much cooler weather. The only thing I don't like about Tagaytay, for me personally, is it's so far from the water. I like being within walking distance of the ocean. It doesn't have to be any major, special, beautiful beach, although I definitely would prefer that. Being here in Dumaguete, the ocean's right near me. That's what I like. I like being able to go to the ocean and walk by it, feeling the waves, that cool air blowing from the ocean. Yeah, for me, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the ocean. You know, like that's why I lived in Florida. I'm a beach kind of person. Samantha, the Sonic fan, where are you located right now? It's 11:32 p.m. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. It's 12:32 in the afternoon for me. And I'm headed to get some coconut water right now. I'm gonna go get some coconut water. Yes, motorbikes are very popular here, as you can see. No, I don't have a motorbike yet, but I think with time, I'm eventually gonna get one. Just to have for when I need it. I will certainly walk everywhere first and foremost, but the more I learn about it, the more I feel more comfortable here. I'll probably get a motorbike at some point. 12 to 1 p.m. is our lunch break. Yep, Mayung Muto. I do know that. Mayung Buntag, Mayung Muto, Mayung Hapon, Mayung Gabi. All the times during the day. I do know that. Sometimes it gets tight through here. A lot of people dropping off. Maybe I'll walk up through here. Mayung Muto. Amping. And that's another thing I say. Amping means take care. That's what I love. In the U.S., you say hello to somebody there, I don't know, they think you're nuts. Not everybody. But it's just so different here. So different. Have you explored Cafe Alicia and Rabbiton and Dumaguete? I'm not even sure where that is. Is that the name of it? I'll explore anywhere. Can't say I've ever heard of that, Derek. Mike McQuinn says, love it there. You and me both. You and me both. Like I said, I'm on my way to get some coconut water right now. Maybe I can... And see, they're, like I said, they slow up for you. They let you walk. They're not in any hurry. I mean, yeah, there are some people here that are probably going a little fast, but for the most part, they're not. Dixon Fernandez says, me too. I will gonna work a few years and own retirement, enjoy my life. That's great to hear. Do it as soon as you can. That's my advice. Again, we can't control our health. We can to an extent, but even as much as I do positive things to keep my health as best as I can, that's not to say I can't wake up tomorrow with some issue. So try to do it when you can do it health-wise, you know. I don't know, this is getting kind of tight here. But you find a way, you walk in the street. Like I said, that's why when you see motorbikes all on the sidewalk, people always say, can't believe he's walking in the street and not on the sidewalk. Well, usually the motorbikes are parked on the sidewalk. It's kind of how it is. You kind of just create your own path to get places. But I'm gonna cut through here to get the coconut water down this way. Mayung Muto. Mitchell says the only thing is I have a Harley Davidson and a brand new sport bike, and I don't know how I'd get them there. Well, you could get them there here. I don't know what you'd pay for it. And there, believe it or not, I've seen a couple Harleys here. I know right away because I can hear a Harley. It's very recognizable. So you can get it here. I don't know what you'd pay for it. I have no desire to own a car, or I don't have a motorbike either, just because living here in Dumaguete and I'm a walker, you don't need it. And if you go grocery shopping and you have, I don't know, too many bags or something to take back, you just get a tricycle for 20 pesos to get you to where you're going. So for me, it doesn't justify. I'm not interested in a motorbike. I like walking anyway. Plus, I meet so many people. If I were on a motorbike, I wouldn't meet as many people as I meet here. I wouldn't even see all the things that I see here on a motorbike. I'd be passing and I wouldn't, get to embrace all these things culturally. I walk and walk and walk until I can't walk, I guess. They do have those Hoobs Grooves. They do have those electric pedal bikes. You can either pedal on it, because I met some Filipino younger kids going out of school, and they had the electric bikes, and they saw me one day and they started talking to me. And he had the little motor and electric bike. Actually, that thing, like I said, can you show me how fast it goes? That electric bike that he had looks like a mountain bike, but it had the electric option on it. That thing was quick. I was actually surprised. So yeah, you can do an electric bike like that, or what do they call the other ones, the e-bikes. It looks like more like a scooter, but it has like the battery operated. There are scooters and golf carts very cheap as well. Juliana Ubaldo says walking here in Dumaguete. I'm going towards the coconut water. All right, there you go. Jay says LBC Shipping Company. I can help you shipping them here. 2 bikes is $3,000. So like, again, if you have the money and you want to spend to have something shipped, do it. I'm just not interested in. I remember people joking with me before I sold my car back in the United States. They were saying, Michael, you should ship your car here. No. I'm picky about my car anyway. I babied it. Like when I would park it in a parking lot in the States, let's say I went to the grocery store or wherever, obviously parking lots, you have parking lots, very big parking. That's something you don't have a lot here. So I would park real far away where no other cars were, just because I didn't want someone opening their door, digging my door. I was picky like that. I would be probably in a panic parking my vehicle somewhere around here. Chances are it's going to get dinged up or banged up. And if I get a motorbike here, it's going to be used. I mean, I would even get a used car. There ain't no sense in buying something brand new. You can find good quality used stuff. As far as I always had that mindset, even in the US. Once I got older, I'm like, why am I buying a new car when I can get a car with 6,000 miles on it, significantly cheaper than the new one? It doesn't have any miles. I would get a 750 Honda. It's cat quick. KC says something about immigration, Philippines. Hey, Mayung Muto. Having a car here is very slow to get around. You want a bike, the smaller the better, max. Yeah, and see, that's the way I feel. Like, I feel, quite honestly, as fast as I walk, I could probably, when there's a slow traffic jam, I just keep on rolling and I'm walking. And it's funny, then people will catch up to me later and see me and laugh because I kept moving when they were sitting. But as Jay can tell you, he knows I'm a walking fool. And even though this is considered the hottest time of the day, it doesn't feel very hot to me. This actually feels really good. I mean, low humidity. I don't know if Jay's been outside today, but I'm sure he could agree with me. It's really nice out today. See if my friends are working. Hey, Mayung Muto. I gotta get something out of my wallet. So give me a second. See if I can do this. But yes, I'm in the Philippines, gonna get some coconut water. If I can get the money out of my wallet. I always carry change, but ever since I started getting Gcash, I hardly have any change now. I usually like carrying. Apologize for my shaking around. I'm trying to get my wallet, get my money. And here you go. Boy, this thing is huge. Very, very big. Oh my goodness, and it's freaking, hold on, maybe I should get the change first. This one is a big one. Oh my gosh. And remember when we were here, Jay, a few days, this one's even bigger. I mean, this is massive. So the faster I drink it, the lighter it gets, because it's heavy. No, Derek, they're not in the refrigerator. They're just basically in the shade. But they're fine. Like, you know, it's like, I wouldn't say it's warm, but it's not cold either. It's kind of like a good temperature. Yeah, I mean, this thing's bigger than the last one. I mean, this is a workout just holding it. This is a good one too, because sometimes I've had them. I had one like, it was like yellowish color before up in Chase province, and it was almost like it was carbonated. This is a little, tastes like it's got some little bite. And when we tried it in her province, we said it reminded us of Sprite. This is what this coconut reminds me of, Sprite. Kayla Phillips says hello. Hello, Kayla. Sorry, I'm drinking coconut water. Boxer, you are very true, but if he continues to walk, super great for his long-range health and no danger of getting hurt. You're right. You're exactly right, you know. I'm used to drinking all this, Jay. I don't know how, but this bad boy is bigger than the one that you saw. I mean, this is like heavy. Yeah, I'm a lush. I'm getting drunk on coconut water. But it's very good. Hoobs Groove says, what about the pollution? It can't be good. Quite honestly, Hoobs Groove, Mayong Muto. Mayong Muto. Mayong Muto. Thank you.
Where are you from, sir?
Huh?
Where are you from?
USA, United States.
And Dumaguete?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Sir, vlogger, sir?
Yes, sir.
What's your name, vlogger?
Castaway Drift is the name of the channel.
Followers, how many?
Huh? What?
Followers.
Followers. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. Not important.
Many good, sir. Many money.
Not really.
Your money, sir? My money. The money.
Nope.
One, sir. Please, sir. One.
I gotta drink my coconut water.
Kita alaw, sir. Alaw, face. My face. Over face.
It's okay. Her laughing.
Sir, 5 fingers.
Hey, Lynn Angel. Oh, anyway, what I was saying about the pollution, it's usually fairly breezy here, so any pollution that comes out of motorbikes, it just blows away. Like, it really doesn't stick around because there's always a breeze. There you go. No, I'm good. Thank you. Look how big that coconut. I just drink all that water. Thank you. But anyway, in regards to the pollution, I would have to say if you're somebody that has a pre-existing, I don't know, lung issue or breathing issues, maybe it would affect you here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a professional specialist in lung and breathing and stuff. I just know I don't have any issues. And even the amount of time that I've been here, well over a year, I haven't experienced anything that made me feel sick or hurt my ability to breathe at any time. So unless you have pre-existing conditions, that could potentially be a problem. But for me, no, I'm lucky, I guess, in that way. But there is exhaust. Some of the jeepneys, like, yeah, a lot of smoke coming out of them. But again, it costs money. It's expensive. They do the best they can with what they have. If I see one coming and it's pumping out a lot of exhaust, I hold my breath and wait till it clears. You know, just hold it as long as you can and then take a gasp after it goes by you. But for the most part, I don't have issues. Quite honestly, I'd say the only issues I've ever had was certain areas that when it rains, they might have, like, I wouldn't call it a mudslide, but they have rain and then maybe some mud goes out in the street and then it dries up and then all the motorbikes and cars are going over it and it creates, it's very dusty. Well, that you can feel it. You know, you can feel the hairs on your tongue raise up and like you're clearing your throat, and maybe if you blow your nose, you might have some dirt, dust, you know. But that's only certain areas, and other than that, I don't have many problems when it comes to that. The Krispy King's all over the place. I've never eaten at Krispy King. Only I would love to try the chicken. It looks good. I'm just very hesitant on trying certain foods that you cook with oil, just because I don't know the type of the oil, which is probably a less expensive kind. Plus, I don't know how often they reuse the same oil. So I'm a little hesitant on that. Hoops Guru says, yeah, much more healthy than any in the U.S. I agree with that. Probably quite healthy outside the city. Hey, and yeah, you're right. The more you're away from the city, the better. That's why right now there's a breeze. It feels good. The air coming off the ocean, although I'm several blocks away, the ocean would be to my right. It's keeping the air moving. So it doesn't, so yeah, I guess and usually there's somewhat of a breeze. Very rarely, anytime you're by the ocean, do you not have some sort of breeze. So that could be beneficial to people that come to Dumaguete that maybe have an issue with this. I noticed being here that it's always blowing good and it keeps things fresher. And then obviously you walk by the ocean, you go by the water, it's always breezy down there, which is the direction I'm gonna go right now. Aaron Russell, hello Aaron, says Philippines. Yeah, Dumaguete, Philippines. Hell no, cook your own children. Maybe that's cooking food for your children. Average life expectancy is 10 years less in the US. Yeah, if you're eating a lot of the garbage food, again, I'm not here to preach about food and diet. I know what I do and I know what I won't do. But just, I don't know, make yourself a test dummy and change your diet. Start eating better quality food. Eliminate fast food. Eliminate soda. Eliminate a bunch of stuff. And really stick to it. I don't know how long it's going to take you to feel the difference, but try it and do it and see what happens. You might be surprised how much better you feel. I think a lot of people's life expectancies goes down because they're eating a bunch of, bad food. Andy Chan says hi, and appreciate you guys being patient when I was drinking the buku juice coconut water. I greatly appreciate that. Now I feel even more energized, but like I said, I'm not really sweating much today. This is like so nice. It just reminds me like of an late spring, early summer day is what it reminds me of, comparable to, say, Pennsylvania. Not really heavy air, humidity. It's nice. It's really beautiful today. Yes, Aaron, diet and exercise. My mindset is it's 90% exercise, 10% diet. Focus 90% on the exercise, the other 10 on the food. You'll be good. But I'm living proof for me. I can only open the door for people. It's up to you. You got to be disciplined when you do stuff, you know? You can't just be half in and half out. You're not going to see results. You certainly got to be patient. And but once you get to where you want to be, and quite honestly, people would say, "Oh, I've gotten to where I want to be." I don't even think that. Hello, Mayung Muto. I can always feel like I can improve something. I'm always challenging myself. I'm very hard on myself. It's just the way I am. But you don't get anything in life without putting some kind of effort into it. And my health is the most important thing, the most valuable thing I have. More valuable than any amount of money, more valuable than anything. Because when I have health, good health, and I have happiness, that's priceless to me. So mind over matter, be disciplined, do it. Steve Bryant, it's daylight. And one of the reasons I have a black shirt, I like black anyway. If they can't see me, but like this is one of my shirts. So I have a black one, I have a white one, my Castaway Drift. Kind of helps if people want to know what my channel is and they can take a picture of my t-shirt. But again, yeah, maybe you can wear white here if you want to wear a white t-shirt. I'm good. I'm okay in black. Yeah, Edwin, like you said, your health is your real wealth. And when you're healthy and you can do things and you don't have anything holding you back, you're happiest. You're absolutely happiest because you're not limited. And I'm gonna ride this good health until the day I die. And I'm self-motivated, but I'm also motivated because of my parents and my family as well. I see what my mother and father are going through right now. They never did the things that I do right now in life. They chose a different path. There's a path of some people that retire that want to sit and watch the grass grow. That's fine and all. You can sit and watch the grass grow, but you might not be able to do anything but sit and watch the grass grow when you want to do something else. That's where I say use it or lose it. You can sit all you want, but the more you sit, the less you're going to be able to walk, because that stuff's not going to work when you want to as you get older. You got to continue to walk. You got to continue to do free weight exercises. You got to continue to be mobile and you got to use it or lose it. Kayla says, I love the advice you give all the time. Well, because the reason why I want people to see that if you do it, you can get results. You can. I don't know exactly how your results are going to be. Are they going to be exactly like mine? They could be better than mine. I don't know, because yes, we all are different. But I also believe if you do those basic things, simple basic things, I think you can improve your health from a natural perspective. and not be so dependent on others to get you through life. But that's just me. And there's other people that are just as disciplined, more disciplined, do more than me, that could even preach it to a whole other level. But I want to let you guys know. Remember the last time I saw this pink taco and I'm thinking, oh, Mexican food. And it was new. And then somebody said to me, Michael, I don't think that's for food. It's like a bar. And then when I saw inside, I'm going to cross there, I was like, oh yeah, you're probably right. It's not food. It's more of a bar and girls. But you know what? On Facebook, they're selling, there was like three tacos or whatever like that. So they do have Mexican food here at the Pink Taco. But there's just, you know, drinking, which I don't do, and beautiful Filipinas in there. But they do have tacos in there, and I like Mexican food. So I was kind of excited the fact that if I do need tacos, I'd probably get them takeout, because I don't need to be entertained in there while I'm eating tacos. But like, it was like 3 tacos, and then you get a free drink of tequila or something like that. I'm like, well, I don't need the tequila either. I mean, I guess if I got it for free, I could find somebody walking along here and give it to them. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, so they do have tacos. I was excited about it. And I apologize if it's not as windy, but you're gonna hear some wind. I just wanted you guys to see this, because I love it here. But this is, you ain't gonna have any pollution problems here. Yeah, Denise, I'm trying with the, all right, Michael, I cook my own food with coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil from a single source country in a glass. See, and that's Edwin, you already know. I'd be preaching to the choir with you. Yeah, you need to get expensive oil. That's just the way the world works. What's good for you costs a lot. What's not good for you is cheap, because they figure the majority of the people are gonna buy stuff cheap. Hoobs Grove says, can you find love over there? Yes, you can find love, but here's my advice. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I'm not the doctor of love. I don't know everything. Sometimes I don't think I know anything. If you're ever interested in coming to the Philippines, just come here, embrace the culture, learn about the, say you're in Dumaguete, learn about Dumaguete, learn about the people, make friends, because that's very easy to do, is to make friends. Don't come here looking for it, I guess is my best advice, or hunting for it. Just come here and let it organically happen. Yes, you can meet amazing, wonderful people here, I have no doubt. Great women here, there's great men, there's just great overall people in general here. I always just say, because I've heard stories and, you know, some your own experiences. Sometimes people come over here, they meet someone online before they get here, and let's just say it doesn't work, because it does happen. Then they're all upset because it didn't work, and that's okay. Some people handle things differently. But then I've also heard people, it seems like maybe, I'm not saying for sure, but maybe some people had a bad taste in their mouth or had a bad opinion of the Philippines because of a failed relationship. Don't judge the Philippines on a relationship, or at least try not to. That's why I always encourage people, just in my opinion, I'm only one person, in my opinion, come here and meet people, make friends. You never know what will happen. Love and Audio Productions. Hey Michael, Paul here in the UK, recently turned 60, and yeah, I do need to move more. Well, that's good, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. I hope you do move more, like get around more, exercise. It's not too late. Let me go back. Bill says, weather wind here is 40 miles per hour. Jeez, 14 below zero, 5 inches of snow. The never ending with the cold weather with you, Bill. And then we got New Life Worship says, hello guys, hello. Mr. Green Acres Pumping, I will take that tequila. You can have it. You come here, it's all yours. I get it for free anyway with the tacos. I will give it to you. Denise says, bye, seems you're too busy always whenever I be here. Denise, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you, and everybody knows I don't ignore anybody now that I'm kind of settled in one spot. Hooves Groove says, are you an ex-alcoholic? No, I never drank. I only ever socially drank. That's why it was so easy for me to quit. I didn't drink. I'm trying to figure out which way the wind's not blowing so it doesn't sound the worst. That's beautiful scenery. Yes, it is. Absolutely beautiful here. Boxer says, have you ever gone fishing there? If yes, what kind of fish did you catch? I haven't gone fishing. Not yet. Hopefully someday. When I lived in Florida, I was doing the deep sea fishing trips and I enjoyed it. I'm not like pro fisher experienced or anything like that. I just did it for fun and actually had a lot of fun fishing in Florida. Xbox Jay says, there are a lot of beautiful women here. You can 100% find love. In fact, they will find you. Exactly. You don't even, that's probably better said. You don't have to try or work or it's not like, or I can only compare it to the US. It's very different when meeting people. Soleil next door is laughing about something. Casey says, at Hoob, not all women is for money. And you're exactly right. That's a misconception. But just because, not saying people haven't experienced relationships gone bad over money, of course. But those things have happened in the States too, not just here. Wind was good, might keep going. Terry Austin says, do you have any food regulation departments that monitor the quality of places like the Pink Taco? I would just be afraid that I would get ill from how they prep. Terry, I don't know about, all that. I've never experienced getting sick anywhere. That's not to say I couldn't. I mean, I've gotten sick in the US. I've gotten food poisoning in the US. I mean, I think overall people do go out of their way to prepare food as best as possible to eliminate people getting sick. But does it happen? Of course. But I haven't gotten food poisoning in all my time here. Some people do, but I haven't. It happens. Oops Groove said, yeah, good advice. I've heard Philippine women like Western men, just not sure if it's money. I mean, it can be, it can't be. You just avoid people like that, I guess. If you feel, you sense a red flag, if somebody's only after you for your money, then you just move on. I would do the same thing even if I was in the US and I felt like I met women that were maybe considered a gold digger. If you feel like someone's only interested in you for your money, you have a choice. You either stay or you go. Everybody can do what they want. Some guys don't care if the woman's after money, and that's okay because that's their decision. It's their life. Lap dance with tacos, who knew? Well, yeah, I guess it's possible. I don't know about the lap dance, but Brian, how easy it is for you to call people names. You're another keyboard warrior. But would you say that to someone's face if you personally were with them? Probably not. But yeah, Dumaguete City. I mean, actually, if you look at the live stream, it says I'm in Dumaguete. It shows that I'm in Philippines, so that's probably the best place to see it. But thank you, Casey. Some people are impatient. Thank you, Jay. Took care of business. It's just like, see, and you wonder where someone like that lives or they're from. Notice the impatience. You gotta learn how to be patient. I think you should try to be that way no matter where you're at. But you better learn how to be patient in the Philippines or it's not gonna work out well for you here. So that's kind of like a good example learning experience. That individual couldn't be patient. I wasn't deliberately trying to avoid his question or whatnot. I am trying to answer questions. I have thoughts in my head. I'm walking where I'm going. Yeah, you can't see everything, but it's interesting. Yeah, you got to learn to be patient. You got to be patient with me. I got to be patient with others. But you don't have to be here in the live stream if you don't want to be. If I can't do things the way you want, Juliana says, shout out from Luzon. I know people from Luzon. I don't know if it's some of my other friends that I've met from Luzon, but Juliana, shout out from Luzon. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines, the city of gentle people. Hoobs Guru says, I think they got some good food over there. I'm happy with the food. Sometimes I miss some of my American cuisine, but for the most part, I'm good. Tony Cheek says hello from South Carolina. Aburi says hello. Aburi. Terry Austin says, KC, you're awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, KC has been awesome. You know what, KC? Just because you've been awesome, and I'm gonna give you the blue jacket. Chris Goss says, Michael, can you post a link to your sunglasses? I can't post them now, but these are the Ray-Ban frames, but with prescription progressive lenses that do transition. I could, you know what? Maybe when the live stream ends, I'll find the link to these frames or the other ones I have. I have 2 pairs. My second backup pair, I just didn't get the lenses here yet because it's a lot cheaper to get stuff here. Prescription lenses. I can send you the link. Maybe I can post it, attach it on the live stream, replay. I'll try and do that, Chris Scott. I'll keep that in my brain. And thanks for asking. I'm going back. Terry Austin, Xbox, he's gone. Dumaguete, Casey said, yes, there's a sanitation permit here. They check from time to time. We Filipinos do not eat much of weird, rare animals. There you go, Casey. Casey, I appreciate everything you're doing. And that's why I made you a blue moderator. Soleil says, how many degrees is it there? Last I checked, it was like 83, 84. Humidity felt very low. It's beautiful today. I couldn't ask for more perfect weather. Xbox is busy. Sounds good, thanks. I looked online. Yeah, these are like the Wayfair model, if I remember correctly. W-A-Y-F-A-R-E or F-A-I-R. Photochromic. Where are you from? Says Ghost Furniture. I'm from United States. Pennsylvania, to be specific. Dumaguete, Philippines is where I'm at now. But yes, Chris, I'm gonna see if I can attach a link. We got Neil Chapman. Neil, I remember you. I'm doing great. Beautiful sunshine. Ghost says, do you like India? I've heard nice things about India, but I've never been there. I haven't experienced India yet. But a lot of people keep telling me I need to go. And if someday that opportunity presents itself, I definitely will. Mike, can we go out for steak this week? Are you up to it? I'm up to anything. Let me think, have I had any steak since I've been here in the Philippines? Honestly, I can't say that I ever have. I'm not a big steak. I mean, when I eat steak at home, it's ribeye steak. That's my favorite steak. I don't know if I've had steak since I've been here in the Philippines, believe it or not. Maine Mermaids here says, hi everyone. But Neil, I'm doing great. And Neil, I always appreciate you being here. Where are we at on the battery? Maybe I'll do one more lap. Maybe I'll do one more lap just because it's beautiful and I'm happy, as I always am. And it's Monday. I'll do one more lap kind of in through the city, and then that should probably be around my 2 hours on the live stream. So, but yeah, I'd be interested in learning about India. Rick Wallace says too. Do you know much about the saying life in the Philippines? Saying life in the Philippines. I'm not sure, Hoops Group. You can tell me though. Possum the Cats reminding everybody to double tap. Yeah, maybe I'll get to 100 likes. That's always the goal, but it's not the most important thing. I always set goals for myself. I think we all do. Yes, Steve, I have very good internet. Very blessed and thankful and lucky. I figured it had to improve at some point because I don't remember, it was like almost 1 to 2 weeks where it was all over the place. I don't remember it being like that. I remember having a week several months ago, it was kind of all over the place, but not like the last two. So I'm so glad things are better. Christopher McClanahan says, greetings, Michael from Wyoming. Welcome, Christopher. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments now and make sure I don't just get ran over. Michael needs to get out more and hit the food spots, include video. Dr. Red, I'm gonna do that for you. I'm gonna do shorts. I'll pick places that I've never been to. And I thought about it too, like I'm gonna be honest, you know, I'm not gonna overhype it or if it's good or great or not so good. But chances are, wherever I would pick, I'm not gonna probably set myself up for failure. Typically, I do a little research on the place before I go. I really wouldn't want to go to somewhere where I wouldn't like it. But look how beautiful, I mean, what a beautiful day. I'm just blessed that the darn internet's not giving me issues. I'm very thankful, lucky. I'd love to see the food spots there and your thoughts on them. Well, I did do a short yesterday on, I don't know if you saw it yet. I did do a short Maine Mermaid on this place where I went and got a smash burger, and it exceeded my expectations. It really did. It really exceeded my expectations. It's just a short, what, a 50-second video, but it was good. For the burger, double smash burger, sauteed onions, cheese, sauce, French fries, and iced tea, 345 pesos. I think the burger alone maybe was $270, something like that. But something like that in the States would cost a lot. For all that, would have been a lot more. I don't really know how much more because I haven't been home in a while and I don't know the prices. Maine Mermaid says, I missed the smash burger short, check it out. Yeah, I just posted it yesterday, no worries. But I took Dr. Red Taco's advice. He's the one that mentioned to me, just throw in places that I go eat. And I was like, I can do that, short and sweet, simple. I met the people that run the place, the manager, the wait, you know, the Filipinos, everybody, the cooks, everybody that works. It turned out really good. And I'm definitely gonna make a return. I'll try something different, but they've gotten a lot of good reviews on Facebook. That's how I found it. Actually, Che knew of it, mentioned it to me before, but then it popped up on my Facebook the other day. And the more I looked at it, I was like, wow, this looks really good. And it was. I don't eat that every day. But again, once in a while I have my cheat day. And when you're, I guess for me, if you exercise a lot and you do a lot of walking and something like that isn't really gonna hurt you too much around the waist is what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, the security guards would know. Dr. Red said, Michael combined walking to eatery, eating food review, Xbox Master, knows food. Going out to eat has gotten ridiculously expensive in the U.S. Yeah, and again, even when I lived in the U.S. and here, I prefer to eat at home. I've always been like that anyway. Call it frugal, like Gino likes to say, but I just prefer home-cooked food. You know what you're getting, you know what you're preparing, you know how you're seasoning it. I don't know, and yes, it's less expensive. But I thought I was the same way in the U.S. And obviously, probably it would make more sense in the U.S. because things so much more expensive. Mr. Green says that did not sound healthy. What didn't sound healthy? The smash burger? There's nothing wrong with a little beef. Normally when I eat my beef burgers, they're just plain. I cook onions at home and maybe add mustard, brown, yellow mustard, but no bread. Only bread I eat is sourdough bread. That's it. Typically, I only have sourdough bread. That's, in my opinion, is the only healthy bread you can eat. Service in the West getting worse by the week. But Mr. Green Acres, I'm trying to wait. What doesn't sound healthy? The smash burger. I mean, yeah, if you were eating them every day, you probably wouldn't be very healthy. Pigpen says hello. Maine says, I'd love to see the food spots there and your thoughts on them. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. Kate Scher says, go to the center of Dumaguete for well-known restaurants. Check Google Map restaurants. And that's another thing. When you're out walking around like me, this is when you find all these places. Some places that are kind of like sit back off the street, you wouldn't even think there was anything there. Sometimes you can find those little hidden gems. But yeah, I'm waiting for the Mr. Green said something about that didn't sound healthy. Maybe he's referring to the smash burger, but yeah, I wouldn't eat that every day. If I would eat burgers, and I do, I don't use bread, I don't add cheese, I don't add... The only mayo I would typically eat at home is avocado mayo. I don't eat the Miracle Whip, Hellmann's, and all that stuff. Read the ingredients. I don't recommend eating that. Hey. Yeah, they have healthy versions of mayo, if that's what you like. And yeah, Xbox, it's moderation. I mean, like I said, for me, I call it my cheat day, which is not very often. I can handle a plate full of vegetables and like 2 beef burger patties. I can handle that. I could eat that, and eggs. I can basically eat eggs, plain beef, like sauteed hamburger meat, chicken, fish, vegetables, and eat fruit. I'm good. And sourdough bread on occasion, I'm good. I don't need all that other stuff. John would say sourdough bread is the healthiest bread you can eat. That's one man's opinion, but research it. There's natural enzymes that's very gut friendly, helps restore your digestion. Just research on sourdough bread. You'll be amazed. And then the best way to learn is start eating it. I would say sourdough bread's better than whole grain, very easily. Boxer says he lost his connection. What type of fish do you eat here? Whatever fish Che would cook. Quite honestly, when she cooks fish, I don't even ask her what kind it is. I just eat it. She likes dry fish. She likes sardines, but she makes other type of fish I've had. She cooked it at her parents' before. I've obviously had salmon here. I've gotten sushi here that was with salmon in it. So, yeah, I like a lot of fish. There you go. Xbox is thrown in the sourdough. Okay, Mr. Green. Yeah, like I said, I don't eat those smash burgers every day. That was just a treat for me, and I like to think that I earned the right to eat that once in a while. And like I said, there wasn't really, I got it like a simplistic one, you know. Give me the sauteed onions, any vegetables, pickles, I don't care what's on it. Typically, I don't get any type of sauce or anything just because I don't know what kind of, you know, the sweetener in it. Who knows what they're using to sweeten it and stuff like that. I'm going to go up this way. Yeah, see, sourdough is considered the healthiest. Ron Greer is here. Hey, I guess we hooked up on Facebook too, Ron Greer. Welcome from the Ozarks. Every time I see Ozarks, I think of that Netflix series that was called The Ozarks. That was kind of an addicting show. I don't have Netflix anymore, but I did watch all that series. That was wild. Very wild. Mayong hapon. Mayong hapon. I knew Xbox Master is a foodie. Yeah, he might be a foodie, but he's going to be an exercise in Xbox Master too. We're going to get him in the best shape of his life. He's going to be walking more, exercise, push-ups. He's going to be doing it all. We're going to get Xbox Master. He's going to be the master, not just a plain Xbox. 1000% I'm a foodie. Eat, work out, repeat. No, thank you guys for giving. Well, I see 99, but either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever I got, I'm thankful for and blessed. Boxer says, sounds like you are a healthy eater. Curious, how did you eat 25 years ago? Were you a healthy eater then or typical US? I'd say I was probably a little bit of both. I ate healthy, but then I ate not so healthy. I got caught up in the convenience, you know, working, too tired to come home, cook my own food, or you needed something fast to eat on a lunch break if you didn't prepare your food, which over time I started preparing my lunches at home before I took them to work. I got smarter as I got older. Honestly, I'd probably, plus it was more cost effective too to bring my own lunch instead of eating out all the time, lunch breaks at work. So I started doing like food preps on the weekend, chicken breasts and vegetables, anything that I could heat up easily, which then I learned about microwaves, and they're not the best thing to even reheat your food in, but that's a whole other story. So I'd say it was like in my 30s, late 20s, early 30s when I started getting smart and taking food with me to work, avoiding the fast food, convenient crap that so many of us got caught up in. Because you're in a hurry, you get whatever, 30 minutes, an hour to eat, wherever you're going, it takes time to get there. So, yeah, I did the same thing. I never ran into a situation where I was like overweight, thank goodness, you know. But I'd be right where I'm at today, regardless of what I had to overcome. And yeah, you gotta avoid fast food. For me, cloud soda, loaded with sugar, that kind of stuff. Where are we at here? 120 minutes, basically almost where I like to be. I'm gonna walk down over here to Kaizen Park, and then we're gonna wrap things up. But I appreciate you guys all being here for me once again on Made My Monday special. As I always say, without you guys, none of this is possible anyway. Hi guys. Bye. Amping. Mike, what type of audiobooks do you like? Quite honestly, the one I frequently listen to right now when it comes to audiobooks is the Bible. I'm not a big book reader, never really was. I could read articles and stuff like that, short story kind of things. I just never had the patience, speaking of patience, to read books. So, yeah, I'd say, I think I have two audiobooks. One's the Bible and one is, I don't know if it's like The Hobbit or something, although I've seen the movies. I just wanted to try differently listening to a book. And I've learned when I listen to a book, an audiobook, it's much easier. And I enjoy it, quite honestly, especially if they have different voices for the different characters and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. Rick Wallace says, I quit drinking 18 years ago. Well, good for you. That's great to hear. Audrey Michelle says, hello with the Shamrock. Tangerine says, hello there. Hello, Tangerine. Our study says, hello, Mike. Beautiful looking day there. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'm happy with today. Blue skies, 83, 84 degrees, low humidity, and best of all, The internet's working. I don't know, like, you guys really didn't give me any complaints or negative comments saying the internet stinks or I had to run for my life. Watching from Northern Ireland. Audrey, I greatly appreciate you. That's humbling when people support me being here in the Philippines. River Green says, greetings from America. Where in the U.S. you from, River Green? I'm from Pennsylvania. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, but I did live in Florida for 2 years, which I prefer. That explains I'm a warm weather person. I wouldn't be here in the Philippines. Tangerine's watching from Manila. Welcome from Manila, Tangerine. I haven't been to Manila yet. Not yet. Someday. I could have flown in there traveling to and from the U.S., but at the recommendation of more experienced travelers, they said I'd probably be better off going through Cebu. So that's what I did. Audrey says you're very interesting. Well, that's good. I guess if I was bored, you'd swipe on to another channel. So I'm just being me. What you see is what you get. I'm not a good actor. I wouldn't be good at cards either. You would be able to call my bluff very easily. So I think the best way to be on YouTube is just be yourself, because it's easy. Maine says you wouldn't recognize Philadelphia now. Probably not. My father says the same thing. Like and subscribe. Tangerine says hello. Rick Wallace, KC with the hearts. Thank you, KC. Again, I really appreciate everything you do. Gail says my nephew got married in the Philippines. Congratulations, Gail, and your nephew. Congrats. Thank you for being here and saying hello and sharing that with me on my my live stream. Xbox says, look how happy he is walking all about with no internet issues. It's infectious. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's just one less thing I have to worry about. And you know me, I take pride in what I do, and I want to provide you guys with a good quality live stream, whether or not it really is. I'm my own worst critic. R30 says, Mike, where'd you get those nice glasses? R30 and it was the other guy, Steve or somebody asked me. I'm gonna go to Amazon because I purchased them from Amazon when I was in the US. I have two different pairs. The lenses are prescription that I did get taken care of here in the Philippines because it's extremely cheaper here for the same thing that I would pay a lot more with vision care in the US. It's crazy. So I have a backup, a little different, Wayfarer, thicker on the sides, more durable, but I always use the case. Always use the case. Don't put them in your pockets loose. That's your biggest mistake because I already did that before. I'm gonna post the link somewhere in maybe the comment description box of this live stream when it's completed. Might not be right away, but I'm gonna do that. So look for that. Going to the bottom, thank you for showing us around. Edwin, Casey, again, I hope to see you guys all again. Joe Gastanetta says, are you thinking about buying any property there? Hello from Florida, Joe. I think I remember you. No, I'm not buying anything. I'm just gonna rent, furnished apartments. I want that freedom to be able to get up and go wherever I want. I don't want to buy anything. The only thing I'm gonna have is this backpack and one other bigger, nicer one if I ever need to just get up and go. The less I own, the less I have, the more freer I feel, if that makes sense. Rent a furnished apartment, I'm good to go. But with that being said, before I sign off, I'm gonna thank all you, men, women, Filipinos. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it all the time. You guys humble me day and night. I'm blessed and I'm thankful. So wherever you're at, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Take care. Love you guys. I'll see you Wednesday, not tomorrow, but the day after. Have a good one. God bless. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Thank you, River Green. See you guys soon. Bye-bye. Be safe.